We are back, and guess what? Snow has arrived. It is now snowing in Big Bear Lake. It just started literally 30 seconds ago. So we are now posted up down by the dam, and the flurries are flying, just barely snowing. It looks like to my west there's a much heavier amount of snow that will be starting to fall. So it is snowing though, for sure. Hey Deanne, how's it going? Started to snow up here. Super cool to see it. Hey, how's it going, country? 7141. Good to see you. Looks good out here. Much calmer right here. Not because it is calmer, but because I'm in a wind block. We can go around the corner here toward the dam and give you a look. But you'll see right when I get right over here, it's just howling wind. And you might even see some snow flurries. You can see the dam keeper's house right there. And as you can see, no one out here. I'll turn around in a second. I am the only one out here right now. But yep, here comes the snow. It's starting to fly. So there's the wind on the other side to show you. I don't know if you guys can see those flurries coming at me. But definitely snowing in Big Bear, in case you were wondering. And if you look out toward the east, check that out. Blue sky out there in the desert. Completely clear out there. Earlier on the other live stream, you guys were wondering what the temp was in the car. When I moved the Jeep over to this area, it was showing 34. So it's about 34, 33 degrees and just starting to snow. So here it comes. The storm has arrived. About 2 hours earlier than they said it would. NOAA was predicting around 1 o'clock, and it is snowing right now. So obviously not 1 o'clock, but definitely snowing out here. Just like a light snow right now, blowing light snow. We're gonna move around. I'm gonna show you. Let's go back around the corner here and show you a rare sight here at the Red House. A rare sight is no one here. I'm the only one out here today, and usually this would be loaded with people, just loaded with people out here, but not today. Pretty calm, not too many people. Probably a combination, obviously, of midweek and the fact that it's about to snow and is snowing. I don't know if you guys can make out those flurries, but just started right now. So we'll hang out up here for at least another hour or two. I don't want my drive back to be too long. Got other things to do today. But we got a couple of rods out. I'm not sure if we'll get bit down here, but we just cast it out. I got another video from here maybe a week ago, something like that. Not quite. And so stay tuned for that if you're subscribed to the channel. But if not, consider subscribing. But that's looking east, and completely clear out in the desert. Much warmer now. I put on my ski, my headgear and all that stuff, so not really feeling the cold like I was at my last spot. Yep, right here at the Red House. There it is. Starting to snow pretty good. think in about 15 minutes it's going to be snowing really hard up here. There's just a white line to the west of me. So any minute it's going to be dumping snow. So if you're headed up, be ready for that. I mean, if they got the timing wrong on this storm, I think it's entirely possible they're going to get how much is going to fall wrong as well. I wouldn't trust their predictions on the amount of snow. I think we're going to see some heavy snow up here in short order. I think it's going to fall really heavy in a short amount of time. So look for that. If you guys are headed up, be careful. Nope, we're just out here fishing it there, Michael. No cabin out here. Nope, no cabin, just fishing. Pretty mild. I mean, a lot of people think this is too cold, but I'm used to fishing in much colder weather. This isn't really that bad. I'm just wearing regular hiking pants out here right now. I'm not even wearing the heavy duty gear. So not too bad. Really what's making it miserable is the steady wind. Other than that, it's not that cold. I mean, 35, 34, that's not too bad. Wait till you see the temperatures when we head back out to Utah in another week or two. Wait till you see that fishing weather when it's going to be near zero outside and snowing. Maybe we get a bite live for you guys. I hope so. There's a big old bird swimming across the lake. I don't know if we'll get bit here or not today, but we're out there. We're fishing it, so it looks fishy right now. I mean, this is great weather to get some action. So fish don't care how stormy it is. The snow picking up a little bit. See if we can show you any amount of it. Do you guys? Oh yeah, now you guys can see the snow actually falling. Before it was kind of hard to make it out, but now it's easy to see. I gotta change hands there. My right hand is all numb. But there you go. Now you can really see the snow falling. Pretty neat. I'm pretty sure that it'll begin to stick in short order. Temperature is probably going to be right at freezing here. There we go. Now it just picked up right there. Big old swath of snow just moved in. So snowing really good up here, Big Bear Lake. Somewhere around 34, 33 degrees. Pretty windy. And we're fishing it. Getting texts from my brother. He's out in the San Gabriel Valley. He said it's raining really good out that way. It's beautiful out here. I know a lot of people don't like the cold, but I highly recommend you come out and check it out. Just come out and brave it. Get out in the weather, get out into the, outdoors, man. Do it. Let's see. Check on those rods. I wouldn't doubt if one of those things takes a dive. If it does happen, I'm going to try to get you guys put in a spot where you guys can watch it. But so far, no hits. Not yet. But you never know. Got some fish earlier today. Right now there's I've got mice tails on there right now. A couple of mice tails. We're going to switch it up for some gulp eggs in a different color here pretty soon and try that. I don't usually go live on videos, and mainly because, you know, I'm moving, I'm doing too much. It's just too much of a hassle. But today is a fun day to do it, show you guys something that not a lot of people get to see is the snow moving in up at Big Bear Lake. So no matter where you're at, you could be at home, you could be at work right now, you can watch the snow move in. Pretty nice. It's snowing really good now. I don't think I mean, it's definitely sticking out here, but there's no buildup or anything. It's going to be a while. I'm glad you're appreciating the upload there, Jeff. Live feeds are really cool. I'm going to do more of them coming up. There's going to be some coming up. So I know a lot of people have been requesting on the channel that I go live, but we're definitely going to do more. It's just not convenient at a lot of the places that we go. And but we're going to work on that. We're definitely going to work on that. I need to get a chest mount for the phone. And then that way it's not just for the GoPro. And we can do some more live feeds like that, because then this will be your view basically from the chest here, and then we could do some good fishing videos and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the American way, man. If you're not on YouTube at work, you ain't working. So always good to have you guys out fishing with me. You can barely see the snow is starting to fog out the lake. Got a haze on the lake from the snow. No bites yet. We're gonna cast it a little further out. Try some distance here in a little bit, but then we're gonna give this distance that it's at right now. I'm gonna give that a little bit more. Oh yeah, rolling coming down now. Look at that snow. Just a ton of snow now. Part of me is surprised that there's not more people up here. I mean, Big Bear this last summer was the busiest I've ever seen it. I mean, it was nuts up here, just nuts. And I'm really surprised that faded a lot over winter. It really did. Some of the skiing and all that, obviously, that did not fade. The crowds for that were, you know, ridiculous, but you guys can see the snow really starting to pick up. Not too bad. I mean, otherwise, I'm protected from the wind. If I go around that corner right now, you wouldn't even hear me. Oh yeah, here comes the real snow now, picking up. Show you guys up this way. If you guys have any questions about the channel or anything else, feel free to ask. If you want to see the setup, yeah, we could pull one of these reels up. Let me show you. So this is one, it's one of my favorite setups. This is the Daiwa Legalis 1000, and you can see I'm running out of line. This is 3 trips, so after this trip, that line's definitely coming off. 3 trips on that, Sierras, and a couple of Big Bear trips. And this is a Spinmatic. We'll leave a link to those. Why isn't that's not focusing? But yeah, 7.6 ultralight. Love these rods. Awesome little rods. We're doing a lot of work with these. And just to give a budget option, let me trade rods in the rod holder here. And then I'll show you the other one. One of my favorites is right here. This is one of my 90% of my videos, you're going to see this exact setup right here. This is a Fenwick River Runner Elite Tech. It's actually a steelhead rod, and that's a Daiwa Legalis 1000. These reels are still made. That's the older version, and that's the newer version right there. And then also 2-pound Isoline. Says, how's it going, Jason? Nope, I'm not Jason. That's Hook Outdoors. If you're looking for Jason. We do a lot of videos together. Been hanging out a long time. Yeah, that was a fun video up there in the Sierra. How do we find the perfect drag? Well, it's kind of hard. I can't really show you right now, but what you want to do is once you have it set up and you're casted out, is loosen the bail up and pull on the line to what you would think would be about a 1 to 2 pound fish, and just you want it to be able to get a little drag out of there. If you can't pull drag on a 1 pound fish, you're probably either too tight or you're too loose. So just use that as a thought. Take some line off of there and see where you're at. But yeah, this is a 7.6 light. Very good rod. I've got a whole bunch of them at home. They had a lifetime warranty on them, and guess what? They don't make them anymore. When do you think Big Bear is going to have its best bite? That's a great question. Probably this year's going to be tough because no one knows how truthful they were. Whoa, the snow is really picking up. No one knows how truthful they were about their plants. So, but my guess is for most people is probably going to be in late March, this month, at the very end of the month, or early to middle April. And then depending on temperatures, it could stay strong from April to early May. That's usually the best for Big Bear. And what spots will depend on a lot. It'll depend on rainstorms, late season storms, temperatures, all that kind of stuff. I mean, if this weather right here continues into March, April, it's going to be different. I mean, it can change. And, I do weekly reports over on Patreon, and that's kind of why I do it, because then people can stay on top of it. Even if they don't see videos posted to YouTube, I still do a lot on Patreon, almost every other day. It just depends, but it's going to be picking up over on the Patreon side just because of the fishing is just going to increase as spring sets in. Do you think there's a secret to getting a big fish? I'm going to a derby Friday. If you're going to a derby, which is probably a park lake, the secret is probably make sure you're using 2 rods and have 1 rod throwing a gulp egg or a mocktail, and only use a split shot. Don't put a full egg sinker setup on there, and only cast it out maybe 25 feet with a 1/6 inch to a 1 foot leader at most. And then on the other rod, you want to be throwing a jig with 2 pound test. And I would stick to that right there is a formula to get into a really good bite at most park lakes. But and the key is, commit early to a good spot, and then if you're not getting any fish, don't be afraid to move spots no matter what's going on. Even if you see it's crowded, just move spots. I mean, if you're not getting anything where you're at, it won't hurt you to move. Favorite color mice tail power bait? I would say mice tail by far. Lately, it's been that red, a fluorescent red with a brown. I can show you. I have a few of them right here. Let's see, do I have it? I think I might have a pack of them. Yeah, here. So that right there, it's kind of blurring up a little bit, but that's my favorite right there right now. In the past, I have liked these a lot as well, but I'm quite partial as of late to these right here. Let's see if that'll adjust. These gulp eggs right here are amazing. So if you can get a hold of these, get them. They work really good. There it goes. really good stuff right here. See what other questions. Do we fish Guasti? I do. I usually go out there once a year. I haven't been out there yet. I'm looking at going out there very soon. So you'll probably see a video out of Guasti in the next couple weeks. Man, the snow is really picking up. Really picking up. I don't think the temps changed a whole lot. It feels like it's about the same temperature. We do fish crappie. In fact, I've got a trip going for crappie in like maybe the end of this month. I'll be doing some crappie fishing. So if you like that kind of thing, stay tuned. I know in the past this channel has not posted a whole lot of other species, and that's because I'm just partial to trout. I love trout fishing, but it doesn't mean we don't fish, or I don't fish with, you know, for bass or cat or anything else. That is definitely not true. We do that, and we're going to do a lot of it. We'll do some crappie fishing this spring, and then we're going to do some bassin and stuff, and definitely over summer we'll do some cat fishing. So if you like all those species, stay tuned. We'll definitely have some of that. Yeah, team up with Big Bear Weathermore. I'm pretty sure he's up here right now filming. I wouldn't doubt if he's live right now. He's probably driving around the lake right now, yelling at tourists that are getting in the way. He's a good guy. Where are we going to fish for crappie? We'll be down in the San Diego area for that. There's some really good lakes down there, like Hodges and a few other ones down there. They're really good for crappie. So if you're into that, start going down there around March. Pretty good. No lightning. I'm waiting for that thunder snow to start. Awesome, Angela. Be safe up here. Favorite knot? Probably, I tie just a lot of overhand knots. If you could look up what that is, it's just called an overhand knot. And then other than that, I just tie, like a typical Palomar for a lot of setups. But I don't really get too picky with my knots, and I found that it really doesn't matter because I test every time I tie a lure, a jig, or a hook. I'm always testing the line to see how that's sitting on there. If I pull on it and it pops off, then I know I didn't tie. I'll just keep doing that until I can pull on the line, and then there's no break off, and then that's how I know I'm ready to go. Thunder and OC. Yeah, that's what I was hearing. I heard Huntington Beach was getting some bolts. So maybe on the backside of this. I don't know if up here we'll get thunder snow, but it's this traffic has just come to a crawl. I just noticed right now on the other side by the dam. You guys can't really see it too well, but right over there. Crappie bobbers. I like those little rattle bobbers. If you look them up, they're little pear-shaped rattle bobbers. They're green and like a yellow. Those things are perfect. That's all you need. They don't need to be huge. We're up by the eagle's nests. Not snowing up here yet. Yeah, it is dumping right here. Over by the dam. Have you ever fished Lake Isabella? Love Isabella and the Kern. In fact, I'll be back up. I'll be fishing the Kern probably within a week or two. I'm looking at going up there very, very, very soon. So if you want to see some footage from the Kern, stay tuned on the channel. You'll likely see some footage for that. And yeah, the crappie in Isabella is amazing, but you got to get there at the right time because they go from on fire to dead in no time. So get out there when that happens, usually in March, late March, early to mid-April at times. It can be pretty good. Depends on the temperatures. Crappie spot near San Bernardino. There's really not a lot. Probably some of the better ones nearby is Silverwood would probably be your best bet. There's not a whole lot in like the flats of the city where you're going to get into that. Lake Paris is known for some, but mainly Silverwood is probably your closest spot. Definitely Silverwood. Yeah, the COVID hotel prices, man, I tell you what, it's going up a lot. just in the last month, everything's increased in price everywhere out of nowhere, where before it was kind of low because people weren't staying in hotels. Wow, look at that snow now, guys. Just dumping snow up here. Absolutely dumping snow. Incredible. Yeah, they've been doing a lot of work out there at Isabella. Yeah, Fisherman's Retreat's been a great spot this year. It's been getting crowded, obviously all the lakes are, but I love Fisherman's Retreat. Fun little spot. It's a great option. Oh, you're welcome. Fisherman Gabe. Yeah, you're welcome, man. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the live feeds up here in the snow. If you just joined us, we're here at Big Bear on the west side of the lake. And this is the current deal. It's somewhere in the 30s and snowing really good. Hard snow. Where do I fish Iguazu? It depends on, really, it's just whatever's open when you get in there. I don't feel like Iguazu's so strategic that you need to like pick a spot. But typically the east and west sides tend to be pretty good. And the reason why, because that's like a narrower point in the lake. But I've had a lot more fun and less people and some good action along the south shore, along the fence. Do pretty good there. It is cold and windy. Favorite place to eat in Big Bear? Okay, that's a great question. By far, it's called Get the Burger, and it's on the east side of the lake, not far from the Vons and all that. It's called Get the Burger. Really good. Another one is the what's the name of that place? The Peppercorn is another good spot. Not a bad spot, but nearby, if you're gonna count it, Seven Oaks Burger in Seven Oaks. There's nothing better than Seven Oaks Burger. It's probably the best hamburger on the West Coast. It's really good. If you count that being as Big Bear. No bites yet. We're gonna have to change that setup. I'm gonna have to put you guys down and change that one of these rods and get it a little bit different water. It looks like, because that's been out for a little bit and I haven't got hit. So let's see, catch up here. See. I've been to June Lake probably 300-400 times. I've been fishing June Lake since, I don't know, it's going on almost 28 years since I've been going to June Lake. Many, many times. If you just joined us, feel free to post up questions. This is a great time. If you guys have fishing questions, outdoor questions, travel questions, if you've been watching the channel, we pretty much go from here to Canada. So we fished it all, drove it all. So post up. If you got any questions? It's a great time to get them answered. How do we get so much time? I make time. I just make time. I tell people all the time that ask that, like, how do you have so much time to get out there? But I make time and balance between family and friends, and you just fit it in. Instead of staying home and watching TV, I'm out here doing this. Or instead of, going, shopping or doing something else, I do this, So there's a lot of options in life, and you just have to make a choice to do this. I've been to both Bear Lake and June Lake. So either one, you can make the call there. June Lake, I've been to hundreds and hundreds of times. Bear Lake, I've probably been there maybe 20 times up there. You're talking about Bear Lake at the border of Utah and Idaho. I've been there quite a bit. But definitely, guys, make time. That's the simplest answer I can tell you. Just make time to get out here. I know everybody's busy and COVID and all this stuff's jacked everything up for a lot of people, but I'm telling you, if you just make time, it'll reward. Okay, now we got buildup. We finally got buildup. It just started right now, but it's starting to build up. Let's go over here real quick. I'll show you. Just started to build at the dam here, so starting to stick finally. So we're probably below 32. The California CTX rod, that rod's pretty good. My buddy Jason Huck Outdoors, you can drop by his channel and you get his thoughts. He bought that rod and took it with us on. You'll see action of that on my video and on his video from the East Walker. So if you pull up our videos from the East Walker, you'll see that rod in action. He ended up breaking it, and I don't remember how it broke, but he really liked that rod while he had it, and I think he would buy it again. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll be out here that much longer. I got stuff to do today. I got other stuff going on, so I don't know if I'll be out here too much more. Probably another hour or less. I guess it depends on the fishing here. I've got to make some adjustments to these rods, and then I'll probably try that another hour or less, and then get out of here. End the video with that. But yeah, I'll probably hang tight for a little while with you guys live. There's no harm in that. Welcome, local Big Bear, chiming in. Always glad to see you guys chiming in up here. Yeah, Joshua Tree would be awesome to live in there, man. I can't complain about that. I would like to live over there as well. There's some really nice areas to tuck in up in those areas, and you get a mixture of weather, and it's pretty nice out there. I like that area a lot. Oh, there's a ton of wild spots. I mean, Big Bear, I'm at one of them right now. There are wild bows in this lake, for sure. There are wild trout in this lake. Bear Creek below here, there's all kinds of West Fork, San Gabriel, East Fork, San Gabriel. Southern California is loaded with wild trout streams. Pretty much all the Sierra lakes now have populations of wild trout. Some more than others, but quite a few options actually in Southern California. Big Bear is probably your best bet for a wild trout for lakes in Southern California, and then your best bet in a stream would be probably the East Fork of the San Gabriel River or the West Fork, either way. They used to plant all these places, they still do, but what happened was back in the day they weren't forced to inoculate their fish, so they used to sterilize them, and, or they didn't sterilize them back in the day. They would plant fish that could breed, and now they're banned from planting fish that can breed. So, but those fish from 50 years of planting them, fish that could breed, a lot of those fish are still in there, relatives of those fish. Yeah, actually, I got into gold panning at one point. I own quite a bit of that. I have a lot of gold pans. I don't own a sluice, but I am big time into metal detecting. And I wanted to go out to Arizona this summer or winter and look for some nuggets, but I never really made the time for it. I did more fishing this winter, so. But I need to get a sluice. I'd like to go up to the East Fork and do some of that. That'd be awesome. Bait today is mice tails, just to catch up on there. Snow-covered mice tail. But we're using these, and where to go? I think it's this one right here, and those. So pretty good amount of snow. As you guys see, it's starting to build up. No problems there. We got 4-wheel drive with snow tires, so we'll be good. We're definitely going to require chains before too long. I would say within an hour they're going to probably start requiring chains, but we'll be on our way out of here, so no problems. And they've sprayed the roads. I was watching them spray the roads with this chemical, and that helps keep the roads thawed out before the snow. So it helps them a lot. So we'll probably get out of here though in the next hour or so. Not too worried about it. You just drive slow. Let's see. Never been on a Bigfoot hunt. My buddy Jason actually has, and has plans in the future to do that. So definitely go check that out. This is by the dam. If you just check in with us, we're here at the Big Bear Lake Dam on the west side of the lake. Heavy snow. Heavy snow. So the snow has definitely moved in. And it's starting to build up, especially in the plants. You can see. Super beautiful out here. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna go adjust these rods real quick. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna put you guys down over here where you guys can watch the snow. So we'll put you guys over here so you guys can see. All right, guys. It's pretty bad out here. We're probably gonna get out of here pretty soon. Just to have not really because of the weather, but because of the traffic. The traffic coming out of here is going to be an absolute joke. So we'll be getting out of here soon, so we don't have to deal with that. Pulled in one of the rods already, and we'll be getting out of here. I did hear Jenks is probably going to get fish. Department of Fish and Game will probably get in there. There's no word definitively. I mean, they talk about it, but I don't really trust them on just talking. So we'll wait until they actually do it. A lot of melted snow. All the ash is going to go into the lake there. So hopefully it doesn't get destroyed, but it's likely gonna be a mess. So they may not plant it just because of that, and I wouldn't doubt it. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this live stream from Big Bear Lake. Snowy Big Bear Lake. Man, it is snowy. We're gonna get out of here soon. Any other questions before I kill the live stream? Post up. All right, I'm gonna get on out of here, guys. If you missed the live stream, no worries. We'll post it up, and there'll be other live streams soon. But I appreciate you guys. I love all the subscribers on this channel. I hope you guys don't feel intimidated to post up questions and such on all the videos. I usually answer just about every question on there, so if I can get to it, I will. But I love posting this up. This is not for me. These videos are for you, is to encourage people to get out and get outside, you know. And you guys can see the buildup is much more as the minutes tick. I mean, my little tackle bag here is just covered with snow now. So we'll be getting out of here in the next 10-15 minutes. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. You can't even see anymore. It's so foggy with the snow. So it's a heavy snow. And earlier, if you guys remember, you guys could see quite far, and now you could just barely see out here. So not too much buildup. All right, that's going to be it for the live stream from Big Bear, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. It was a fun day out here. Very exciting. And stay tuned for the YouTube video on this trip and other trips. Obviously, we're going to post up quite a few others. So we'll get to this as soon as we can. All right, from snowy Big Bear Lake, we're out of here, guys. Thanks for watching.